It's just like Christmas morning. Wood chip drop day. Jack is in his glee. This is 2 loads, and I think they're gonna bring 2 more, or 1 more at least. He's way over there, putting all the cardboard down that we are gonna put the chips on top of.
Hi everybody. Jack got blessed again today. I was going for my little walk this morning up the road, and I meet the arborist that delivered us a bunch of wood chips last year, and he was just coming to do some work down the road, so he dropped us so far 2 huge loads of wood chips. So you guys can see a little bit of what I'm going to do here.
And it's all free.
All free, yeah.
That's the most exciting part. Process is cardboard, 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 and more cardboard. That's what keeps all the weeds down. And then Phil, this is our little like second driveway that comes in along the garden and to our wood storage and our storage shed and the backyard. So we're trying to keep this, level this off. So we could probably use about 400 loads of wood chips here. But anyway, we'll take 4. So here he comes. Better get myself in position. Just having fun. So that's that, and then the whole thing will be covered. All the wood chips will be covered. Everything will be all covered, and it'll look kind of like that down the road. That's from last spring. So everything will be covered in wood chips. It'll look really nice. Then we can plant in it too once they decompose. And it'll be really pretty landscaping as well. And it's free. Can't even beat that.
I'm spiraling down to the ground, like lost and I'll never be found. Then I just see you around. You changed the mood when you're walking with a smile, yes you do. I haven't been happy for a while. To be honest, I've been a mess, moving all my feelings around like chess. But you changed the mood.
Well, that was a lot of work. We were really fortunate that we got 3 huge loads of wood chips for free. So gave me a chance to finish off a lot of things that I wanted to do in much quicker time. So I was able to get pretty much everything I had planned to do over the next couple of years done in 3 days. So give you guys a little tour of what I did with these wood chips.
How you hit me like a hurricane. Now I'm sipping on champagne every day. We're spiraling down to the ground, lost and I couldn't be found. But then I just saw your face. You changed the mood when you're walking with a smile, yes you do. I haven't been happy for a while. To be honest, I've been a mess, moving all my feelings around like chess. But you
shaped the little trail here I used on the side of the garden. And this is what's great with wood chips is they're actually surprisingly they compact really well, and they're almost like self-leveling, you know. They do a really great job for making trails and little roads like this. This area here was full of rocks, and it was actually even difficult to dig it up, because, and you can see, you know, one huge rock there. And then what I did on the outside, you can see I got these beds here. They're almost like little mounds, and next year these will be half their height, you know. I got these all around the garden. And what Jill wants to do is she wants to create soil here and plant flowers all around the entire garden. So next year we're gonna have a little flower bonanza, I guess you could say. Jill wants to buy a gazillion different flowers and put them all around here. And then the certain size, like this side here, is where I want to start eventually putting all my pole beans, and then they'll just climb all over this fence. So there's a few things we have that'll climb the fence: pole beans and some climbing peas. So it should look pretty good next year. And over here by the sunchokes, I added quite a few wood chips. So I'm hoping sunchokes will eventually kind of spread through this whole area here, right up to the fence, and on this side of the fence also. And then this entire fence side, so this is south, sun north is this way. So this whole area gets a lot of sun, and the sunchokes over here are almost double the diameter of the sunchokes that I have way in the back here. You can see behind that apple tree. So here's my gate to the garden. Got a latch here. So this was the last bed that I wanted to add to the garden here. I used to just have weeds up here, and actually these tomatoes that are here were just extra volunteer tomatoes that we pulled out and threw in here, and they grew, so I just left them there. I got some cardboard, you can see. I didn't complete or finish putting wood chips in here. I actually put the big wood chips down first, because what I'm going to do is make some with my own chipper and finish this bed here on top. If I put another 8-10 inches of green wood chips on top of this, the bottom ones will decompose quicker, and I'll probably be ready to plant this bed. And I can plant it next year, but probably in 2 years it'll be a bit more fertile. So I didn't quite finish here. I want to put a couple buckets along this little slope here, and then the garden finish the year decent this year. Having real problems this year with Japanese beetle. So that's what that is. That's a Japanese beetle trap, and you can see them up on the cherry tree. The leaves, they got damage here from the Japanese beetle. They say you're supposed to have this thing like 50 feet away from the trees, but when I did that, I wasn't attracting any beetles to the bag, so I put it closer. It seems to be getting beetles, and I don't have any neighbors here that have beetles, so I think it's sort of working. See a bunch of beetles down in the bag here. Got lots of tomatoes this year in our tomato jungle, as Jill likes to call it. So again, this year I didn't have a whole lot of time to prop up all the tomato plants. I got to do a few of them here, but next year I have a full design, new design for a tomato cage I want to try. So should be able to do a better job with that next year. I've got probably 5 or 6 different types of tomatoes this year. And I've got some squash. You can see the squash in here. There's a butternut squash, or sorry, acorn squash. Again, more tomatoes. Kinds of nice little tomatoes in here. I also have some Romas over here, but they're not ripe yet. Lots of potatoes this year. You can see they're ready for the picking. Pole beans doing pretty good. Got lots of pole beans. Got this longer bean variety this year. These guys. It's a pretty nice long bean. And again, lots of potatoes. Blueberries are on there. They're done right now, but they did really well this year. Got some Georgia Candy Roaster squash. These are gigantic. You can see they're all about 20 inches long. I got a bunch of them coming in over here. So, and then what else do we have here? Of course, I got onions and beets and cucumbers and just the normal stuff. I got some zucchini over here. This was I planted this guy late, and I just got a couple little tiny zucchinis coming in here. See one here. So we ate one so far, but it's very late. Some more pole beans. Figure it out. So this year my brother came up for a visit. My brother's he's a commercial gardener, and he took one look at my garden, and he says, you know, you get blueberries that are growing super well, and tomatoes are growing really well, but he said you're not able to grow other things. So right away he noticed that my pH was probably very low, and I just kicked myself as soon as he said it that I never even thought to check my pH. So I went out and grabbed my pH meter, and my pH was very low, 5.5, throughout the entire garden. So I started the process of adding dolomic lime to the garden in certain beds. So because certain beds you need low pH, or like blueberries love low pH. So I'm not doing anything to them, but I'm adding the dolomic line to a bunch of the other beds where I want to put some things that have higher pH, closer to a neutral pH, that kind of stuff. So, hopefully next year I'll have a much better garden. It's the day before Hurricane Fiona is about to hit Nova Scotia, and Jill and I are out in the garden picking our tomatoes and all our crazy vegetables because they could get ruined tomorrow.
Well,
so
we were away.
It's 12:30. Yeah, we were away. We got home at 11 o'clock or 11ish
At night.
and we weren't tired, so we figured we'd just go and pick the stuff. So I want to show you guys some of my crazy Georgia Candy Roaster squash that I got.
We just picked like 4 bowls of tomatoes and beans.
All right,
and
these guys are like, this is the
insane.
biggest I've ever grown these things. So
You're gonna have to lift them up, I think.
let me see here. Let me put the light over here.
The light's good. You can see really good. You need a chainsaw to cut that bud, boy.
There's my Georgia Candy Roaster squash. There's one. And
There's one. Ooh,
oh, don't roll over my
lingonberries.
lingonberry.
There's one over at the house already. Oh, I thought it was another one here. Big one there. Oh,
Here's another one.
wowzers. Crazy. Crazy.
Not as big.
No,
We'll leave that little guy there.
this big guy right there in the middle.
This one here.
Over there? Yeah.
Yep. Two here.
Sorry about the wind, folks. She's kicking up a bit. Fiona's not supposed to hit till Saturday, and it's midnight. I guess now it's Friday, but wow. It's blowing pretty good here. Wow. Wow, we live in Nova Scotia, so it's nothing for us to get 100-kilometer-an-hour winds every other week, but it's supposed to get up around 150-kilometer-an-hour winds, which is a little more serious. Maybe the raccoon ate them.
Maybe it was
There was more. There was smaller ones.
a bunch here, I thought.
Yeah, I think I can see where I think she ate them off. The ends are cut right there, look. I bet she ate them. Big fat raccoon. Yeah, our fence is not raccoon proof yet.
I'm gonna electrify that fence.
Electrify that fence.
We got three big bowls of tomatoes. And
And a bowl of beans,
bowl of beans, some big,
squash, and 2 cucumbers.
yeah, some cucumbers.
Not a ton. Pray for us.
We'll see. We'll sign in back after the hurricane, show you guys what happened to the
Hope
garden.
our fence is still standing.
Yeah. All right, so this is Saturday morning after the hurricane, or remnants of the hurricane. We lost a lot of trees and had this wonderful bad luck here. That was really good luck because we just missed the house. And we lost our screen house. But it looks like the screen house saved the house. So, doesn't look like I got any damage. This branch here just grazed the house, I think. And it just missed the patio door. We got really lucky. Also lost some trees. So that's that tree there. Also lost some trees down there. Some big hemlocks that fell. Some down here off the hill. The view's getting better every day. Those guys fell. This guy fell. So spruce trees are just not very good trees to have the second you open up an area, and they tend to fall down. So I got Tigger the tractor powering the house. Hope you enjoy that little update video for the garden and the wood chip landscaping. Bye for now.